But today we're going to do a little different. I'm going to kind of open up myself to something that I think is an important conversation about empathy and start with a really true and very difficult conversation. So in March of 2020, just before global lockdown, I had the worst client experience of my life. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong and then continued to go wrong. In a situation where the client then made it their mission to make my life a living hell for the next 5 months during lockdown. I found myself in a space where I could not find a reason to wake up the next morning. I literally went to my bathroom, closed the door, and thought about where I should put myself so that when my husband found me, he wouldn't have that much to do. This conversation is about empathy because while I was going through all of this, I felt very alone and disconnected from the people in my industry who I called friends and family. Everyone was dealing with their own things, but I felt very alone and that there was no one there to kind of hold me up. But how many people here have just sat in a day and looked around and thought, I'm doing this by myself and no one understands what I'm going through? So can you teach empathy? Yes. Empathy is a taught thing. Who's got kids? You have taught your kids to be kind, to be compassionate, not to be mean to Billy. If you can teach that to your kids, you can remind yourself of how empathy works. Everyone wants empathy. Very few of us want to give empathy. And empathy is kind of one of those things that works best when it's flowing both ways. So thank you.